What's up, guys? It's the Podcast Boys back with episode 145. We're joined by again. Yeah, so basically we didn't have a guest for today, and stepped up last minute and clutched it up for us. Mm-hmm. And so it's going to be a continuation of 143 where we had him on as guest.
Okay. And I had to leave because...
Yeah, exactly. So he had to leave.
Unquote, I'm gonna get killed, bro.
Yeah.
Because
just cut like that.
Yeah.
Like I was like, my mom was very mad because
Did you get in trouble?
No,
okay.
She was fine after that.
Cool.
All right. Well, so we have on continuation of the last episode with him. So yeah, let's just go straight into story time. I'll start us off. This week, as you know, we're on spring break. So today I went to Whistler to go snowboarding with my family. So like my dad, my cousin, and my uncle. And I woke up at 6, which is like pretty early for me, especially because I normally sleep into like 11 or like 10. So I had to wake up really early and get my stuff together, and then drove to Whistler. So I practiced driving on the Sea to Sky, which is a pretty like windy highway. And it's really weird to drive. So the first part is like fine before you get to Squamish, and then there's this area called Lions Bay and like Porto Cove where it goes to a 1 lane, and you have to go all the way from 80 kilometers an hour to 60. So it's basically like hitting a school zone, except it's like a small like
town. That's not
town.
much of a difference, like 80 to 60.
But like the thing is, so many people go over the 80 kilometers. They go like, it says 80, but people are going around like 90 to 100, like if they're passing. And then you hit that, and you're just like, fuck. And the other thing is that there's normally like cops like around Porto Cove because of it's like a 1 lane.
Waiting like with their speedometers in their hand.
Literally. So that's a big like point for them. So basically, you actually have to slow down to the speed limit. So yeah, it's a little annoying to drive by there, but other than that, the drive was pretty good. And then
I mean, if you're like on an 80, like average of an 80, you can go to 60 like within like 5-10 seconds.
Yeah, true. But also if you have a car in front of you and you're like, let's say you're like switching lanes, or like you're in the left lane, like you're in the passing lane, and then you have to slow down, it's just kind of like a pain in the ass. So yeah, it's pretty slow, especially if you're like going faster for most of the highway. So yeah, it's just kind of weird. And also like you hit it at a really random point, like you think you're fine, whatever. It's a 1 lane that's 80, and then just out of nowhere it's the 60. So yeah, it's kind of weird to drive, but I mean it's good practice, and I feel like I definitely got a little bit better at driving. So yeah, so after the drive we got up to Whistler probably around, I'd say like 9ish, 9:30. And then yeah, we took the gondola up, and then yeah, just went skiing, snowboarding the whole day. Yeah, the snow is really good, and yeah, that's pretty much it for my day today. But apart from like this week, been playing soccer. Went to the field with Shine and Colin. We played soccer for a little bit, filmed some stuff for the podcast, just like extra clips. And yeah, we also, another thing we did for the podcast this week was we went to the library. And so you might have seen our story on Instagram. Yeah, basically we had like a dry run, you could say, or like rehearsal. And we basically booked the studio in the library and just tested out all the equipment, tested out the cameras, the layout, the setup, the lighting. And we got it all sorted out. So yeah, it's pretty fun. We did that Monday morning. And yeah, we basically just tested out all the equipment. And from now on to around probably April, we'll start filming in there. So if you're wondering why we're not filming in there, it's because to like actually film in there, you have to book it out. And the thing is, it's pretty hard to book out because you can only book 1 month in advance. And so
1 month?
Yeah, you're only allowed to book 1 month in advance, and you're only allowed to book 4 dates per person. And technically you can only book like, I guess, 4 dates per like organization or like per group. So as a podcast, enough, technically only like one of us could book 4 days. But what we did is we just, we're all from different groups, blah, blah, blah. And we just booked 12 dates. So we each booked 4. And so Colin booked the first 4. I booked the middle 4, and Shan booked the last 4. And yeah, we're just waiting on like confirmation for some of those dates. but the way they do it is really stupid. So the first 4 dates, I checked the calendar like right before filming, and those dates that Colin put in were there, but Colin didn't get a confirmation email. So hopefully this week we can call them and see if we'll get those spots, if those are ours.
Yeah.
And if not, then we have to rely on my dates. But the thing is, my dates are in May, and it's currently March. And so...
You're not waiting a month to, like, record there.
Yeah, so what I did is I called the guy, and I'm like, hey, I booked all my dates in May, and I know someone, who's Cheyenne, who got his spots in June. And so I was like, why did he get his spots and I didn't get mine? I checked the calendar. Like, that's not fair. And then he's like, well, someone made a mistake there. That shouldn't have happened. I'm sorry for that. But you're not supposed to be booking the studio months in advance like that. So it's like, I'm a reasonable guy. I'll give you the first date. But the other 3, he's like, you're going to have to try to book them within that month time window or period. So, yeah, so hopefully I can get those spots, but it's kind of a hassle to film in there. Although it is a really nice studio and it'll be a big upgrade, it just takes a lot of time and effort to like end up getting that out. As well as I think our actual like day of recording will change. So instead of recording on a Friday and getting the video up on Sunday, we'll be recording on Tuesday and probably getting the video up around Thursday to Friday-ish. So yeah.
Start recording on Thursday because like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday is the same time the library closes.
Yeah, but the thing is, everyone's got different dates when they're available.
And
so
also,
yeah.
we're not like we're not set in stone for everything yet.
Yeah.
We're still working things out. We don't even know if we're gonna like go.
Do you
through
guys
with all
like
this.
are you guys gonna take your cameras and like your mics over
Yeah,
there?
so we're
like,
using some of our stuff. You guys might see that, and then we're also using their equipment. So we're sharing it.
Yeah.
But yeah, like we have our days booked, and then I guess we could. Yeah, I don't know. We didn't really think of like you said Friday or like Thursday.
Yeah, 2 days,
Those
which is what it is
We have
now.
to figure. We gotta think about that more.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
really
And, like,
strategize here.
how many podcasts do you guys release in a month?
In a month? 4.
4. So that should be perfect. Like 4 days to record 4 podcasts in a month. So it's fine.
Yeah, it's just tough because like right now, like there's 3 people on the team. I guess you could say it's me and Colin as host, and then Cheyenne as cameraman. But like working with everyone's schedules and trying to like find a date that works for everyone's kind of tough, especially with sports and school and other commitments that we have. So yeah, for right now, that's works for us right now. But that's also not the set in stone date. So that could also change.
Also, we have like a good rebound here because like we have the garage, and like that's a really good. Like this garage isn't like bad, I would say. It's just there's a lot more we could do with the library. So it's not like we're screwed. Like we have an easy rebound.
I mean, the library has the green screens and everything. So like,
Well, of course, yeah. Just more like it's
More
just better in
equipment,
general.
Yeah.
But like this isn't bad what we have.
like add a green screen over here too.
We don't need a green screen. Like Shine was saying that. I don't know. Like what do we just have a background?
Yeah, to be honest, like even with editing, like when I need to like put a photo in, like I can just do that like through editing. Like you just save the image and then you put it like I really put it like right there, like above the center panel, I guess, or
You
like
guys
in the
can,
center
like,
panel.
get like a black cloth or something and then just tie it over there at both ends of the garage, so like you have like a clear background.
Well,
Yeah.
This is already.
Yeah,
No,
it's
but
not
like
bad
this,
to be
this
honest.
isn't bad, but like you can have a better one.
Well, I don't think this is like.
I mean, like you can have like a podcast boys.
Yeah, we were
Custom thing.
thinking about that.
Yeah.
But we haven't had any.
Like
we
with the
haven't-
green screen, you can actually do that.
Yeah, true.
Just put the video behind
Yeah.
it with the podcast boys written over it.
Yeah, true. I mean, you could probably do that in post too. Like, I could probably
Yeah.
figure something out with that.
Yeah.
Except, in my opinion, it's not really worth the hassle or like, the effort.
Yeah.
Because right now, like, I honestly don't think this is too bad of a background.
I think it's good.
And I think
Yeah.
it's kind of like signature. You know what I mean? You've
I mean,
had that
it
for a while.
works.
Yeah, exactly. And I think it honestly kind of like matches the aesthetic. I don't know. I feel like we've had it for a while. So like, if it's not broke, we don't have to fix it. We don't have to change it. So
That's true.
yeah, I think we just leave that for now. But I mean, it could be something that we look in the future to improve. But right now we got our hands tied with a bunch of other stuff that we're working on. So yeah, hopefully we get that sorted out and we can start filming in there as of middle of April. Yeah, so yeah, looking forward to that. And apart from that, that is pretty much my week. So I'll hand it off to Colin for his story time.
So this week, played soccer, did some filming for our upcoming montage/intro. We had a lot of fans that came through, helped us out with that. Shout out to you guys. You know, it was kind of overwhelming, all these fans being around us, and that's kind of hard to deal with. But we made it work, and it was a good meetup, I'd say. So
you should have gotten like some security guards with you.
Yeah, honestly, like we were kind of like, yeah, but that shit costs money. Do we really need that? I mean, I know it's a lot of people, but I think we got it. Yeah, and then move on, and yeah. So I think it was pretty good though. Been working out every day of the week. This weekend's gonna be my rest, and then back at it Monday, and then it's going to be my birthday next week. This week.
Yeah. Let's go.
And then this week I've just been just gym, basketball. Been really having fun with basketball and soccer. That's
fun fact. One of my best friends' birthday's on the same day as yours.
Yeah.
So like that's.
There you
fun.
Go. Yeah. So that's been my week. Spring break's pretty good.
Happy birthday in the comments for Colin.
That's next week.
Yeah, that's next week. So next
so
episode. Like we can have like a birthday podcast for you guys.
I don't know if we need to do that.
Yeah, make a cake or some shit.
Birthday vlog.
ThePodcastBois cake. Maybe?
ThePodcastBois.
That'd be pretty cool. Yeah.
Hey, if they want to do that behind my back, you guys can go for it. I don't care, bro. I don't care enough.
No. Just giving him a heads up.
Yeah.
All right.
Or something nice.
Yeah, wear a nice thing.
Suit and tie. Fuck
yeah. Yo, speaking about that, I also forgot. It was one of my friends, Kai. It was his birthday this week.
Hey.
And so what we did for his birthday, we had like a nice dinner. So it was like semi-formal. So we wore it was like golf shirt, like a collared shirt, and just like nice pants, and just like I had like my watch on and stuff. But yeah, it's pretty nice. Like to like dress up, it's like I don't know, it feels good, looking good, feel good. So yeah, that was I guess like a highlight of my week. So yeah.
Over to me now, I guess.
Yeah, let's pass it out.
So yeah. My week has been mad, actually. Like, at the start of the spring break.
Oh, we played pool.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt, guys, but yeah, we played pool as well.
Yeah, they just pulled up to my house at like 8 p.m. and then they just go like, let's go. And I'm like, where? And then I'm like, we were just deciding. And then, see where it takes us. And then we end up playing pool. And he didn't know how to play, nor did Serena.
I didn't know how to play.
No, you didn't.
Yes,
what do you mean?
Bro, I played with him.
Yeah, I know how to play pool.
Come on.
I know how to play pool.
I was
shit at it, but
I mean, yeah, he does know how to play, but like he's pretty shit at it.
Like, this guy talks because he plays pool all the time. At India, you said all the time.
Yeah, I did.
So of course I'm gonna be shit if you play pool every single day.
No, like I was telling you how to freaking shoot.
You were giving me pointers.
Yeah.
No, you were telling Serena how to shoot.
No, I was telling you how to shoot.
You were showing Serena.
That's why you won the game with Serena.
No.
Yeah.
You were showing Serena how to put your hand down on the pool.
Because Serena.
I was doing it right.
It was pretty weird with him. It was like he was like this. Yeah.
Yeah. that was his first time playing pool.
Was it?
He told me, yeah.
Bro.
Like real pool, like not the app. I played pool many times.
Yeah.
Just not frequently, but yeah.
And like at the start of the week on like Saturday, we went for like a Whitecaps game. That was my first time watching professional football, soccer. So yeah,
Football.
It's the same thing in India. Please.
It's football.
It's soccer.
It's football.
It's football. Yeah. So yeah, it was my first time watching a professional football game, and that was a nice experience. Like, they didn't win. The Whitecaps didn't win, but like it was 1-1, and it was a pretty intense match. So that was nice. And on Sunday there was the NAF concert. Me and Colin went on, and that was nice. That was mad. Like, he's an Indian guy, so all of us there to support him. His name is Navraj Singh Goria.
And he shortened it to Nav, bro.
Yeah,
Oh.
one of my friends is called Nav. Like his name is Nav.
I thought it was short for like
No way.
Navender.
No,
Navender? I don't know.
no, Navraj.
Can you say something to the podcast boys, like a message? We've had people speak in the Chinese and the French and the.
You got to do it last time, dude.
No. Just say, I love the podcast boys.
मुझे podcast boy से प्यार है.
There you go. So that's like Hindi. Check.
Yep.
And then Korean. I don't know. What else do we have? French, Chinese, some other stuff. Yeah. Yeah. The Farsi. Yeah.
Do you guys do that? Like in Farsi?
Well, we've had like all these people come on and speak their own language.
Oh.
And yeah.
Something I found funny this week. So I went to, as you know, I said in Storytime, but me
Shan.
and Shan and Colin, we went to play soccer at the
Move
field.
the camera to him.
And Colin is like a Subway like goat, bro. I swear to God. So we went to Subway. I went to Subway and we got our sandwich, but like Colin just always goes to Subway, bro. And I was asking him, like, why are you such a big Subway guy, bro?
I love Subway too.
And he's like,
Let's go.
I got all these gift cards and stuff, bro. But I'm like, it's not like, I don't think Subway's that like impressive. You know what I mean? Like Subway, you know, it's good.
You
I go there
can,
once in a
like,
while.
have Subway, a bit of Subway, and then you just get fed up with it.
But this guy, he goes to Subway, like, I'm like, how many times a week do you go to Subway? He's like, yeah, like 2-3 times a week. Like, that's a lot of Subway, bro.
Like dead
Like,
ass.
that's
Yeah.
a lot of Subway, bro. So,
At least 2 times a week.
why do you
Bro's
go
on
so
his
much?
bulk.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
like, I mean, that's fine.
yeah.
But, like, come on, bro. Like, isn't it, like, repetitive?
Like there are
Like,
other fast food joints too.
Yeah, but I don't got gift cards for them.
You got
Yeah.
gift, car-
Yeah.
gift
Well,
cards
not
for
not
Subway?
last time. I got like one different thing.
Yeah, bro.
well, like a cookie or something? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But, like, why do you love Subway so much, bro?
Well, I just like Subway in general. I'm not like crazy for it. The reason I go a lot is because it's like
He's probably got a
free
girl
Subway.
working there, bro. Like his
yeah,
girlfriend.
you know, it's only Indian people that work there. I'm not
yeah,
kidding.
it's
You
true.
could-
Dead
yeah,
ass?
yeah. So
Isn't that like
In Surrey, there was a white guy working there.
Fast food chain restaurant, bro. Like
No.
That's
Yeah,
kind of true.
actually.
That's kind of true, yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
haven't
kind of
noticed
true.
that.
Like
I mean, there are Indian people like a lot, but like
I went to
not-
Fresh.
majority, there's at least like
The-
85%.
Yeah.
Fresh
that-
but
slice
that's
there's
so
on
true.
white
Lonsdale.
people there.
Well,
Oh yeah, that's
The
true.
fresh slice on Lonsdale, that's like everyone's Indian over there.
Yeah, true,
Well,
true, true.
Yeah, it was funny. I was in Whistler and we were driving, like we were in Squamish, and we stopped at McDonald's to like get food and then get gas and stuff. There's a gas station like right next to it. And then on the board, like they have like the list of like employees, like an employee wall.
Yeah.
And
Sing.
no, literally most of the people, like the majority were Indian, and I think there was like 1 or 2 white people. Like I swear, no, it's actually
That's proving
crazy. Like,
Cheyenne's point.
yeah, literally. Like, I was like,
Bro,
at first I was like,
like,
huh, but I'm like, no, like
most gas stations, like only Indian people work there. Like
Why
as much
is
as
that?
I've seen.
Why is
I
that?
don't know.
anyways, this week I started the new Formula One series. So Drive to Survive, which is like the Netflix like docu series, came out. I think like pretty recently, within the last couple of weeks, and I started watching it. So I've watched all the original ones. I started in COVID, because I was like, oh, what should I do? I got to get into like a good TV show or something. And I started watching that, and then I just got hooked. So like whenever there was a new season, I just always watched it. And the new one came out, and it's really good. Like, it's a really good show, so I recommend to like anybody who's looking for any shows. But yeah, really good show, and there's like lots of drama. Like a lot of people think, oh, F1 is so boring, but like people don't understand how much like
Dramatic
stuff goes
stuff,
into
yeah.
it. Yeah, it's so dramatic. Like it's almost as like a live act. It's almost like one of those like reality TV shows where there's just so much
Yeah,
like
yeah.
stuff happening. But yeah, there's just drama with the car. Oh, the car's not working. This driver, he's going to this team when the other guy's supposed to go there.
Bruh.
Yeah, it's like an example of that.
Do they have like F1 races in Canada?
Yeah.
They had one in
Vancouver?
Montreal in this season. So yeah, they had one in Miami. The first time they ever had a race in Miami was last season.
Wow.
So yeah, they're moving more western because a lot of the
They
races.
had like an F1 race in India in like 2012. I went to it,
Yeah.
and then that was probably the first and last time
Really?
that happened in
Yeah.
India.
No, because yeah, there's a lot of races. I'd say like UAE and sort of like Europe as well.
Yeah.
And I think
They're
like
probably the most are happening in UAE. Like
yeah,
I
I
guess.
agree. I
The
agree.
big one, Abu Dhabi, the Grand Prix. Is
Yeah,
so-
Yeah.
Abu Dhabi, and then yeah, they have some in England as well, and then they had one in Montreal, Miami. But yeah, mostly I would say Yeah, Monaco is another big one, Monaco
yeah.
Grand Prix. But yeah, in France and stuff as well.
Paris, I think.
But yeah, one thing I also kind of found interesting, like touching on the UAE, is like how they've brought so many sports events to the to the nation, sort of like they had World Cup and now they have all this F1 stuff and just like bringing all these like people across.
Since Ronaldo's come here, they're developing, bro.
Yeah, bro, they're expanding and like
yeah.
my dad was telling me about this documentary.
Next year, UEFA Champions League, Al Nassr's playing with like Ronaldo in it. That's actually gonna be sick.
My dad was telling me about this documentary about like it follows like the PGA Tour like golfers and stuff, and a lot of them are getting big contracts as well to play over there. So it's like they're trying, and the thing is the PGA Tour, they like revoke their right to play in the PGA Tour if they go over there and they sign a contract with them. So they're trying to keep the golfers who are here, like local, in the PGA Tour, because they're just losing too many people to UAE and like that big nation over there.
For UAE, for example, I think the big reason why they're going over there is because it's a rich country and they're pretty much all expats that live there. So there's people from all over the world that want to see this, and that's gonna evolve a lot of traction.
There are like rumors about Messi getting an offer from like some of the UAE teams.
And it's like 500 million.
Wow.
But like 500 million's a lot.
Yeah.
So.
You know how much that is every minute? It's a good $1,000 every minute.
But basically, like I heard that the UAE had like this big plan, like moving forward, to sign a bunch of these like bigger sports teams and like trying to get all these big like talent to UAE, because there's not many like big sports teams over there. Like a lot of that's more Western, I would say, like NBA, NFL, MLS, and stuff like that. So what they were trying to do is like bring a lot of like that entertainment to UAE, and they've done a great job. Like we mentioned with F1, and then they have UFC, I think, was there as well, and WWE. They have a lot of stuff going on there. So yeah, it's pretty cool to
PSG
see.
is also owned by like a guy from UAE, right? Like from Qatar.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, they did the Crown Jewel in Saudi Arabia. That was a big event with Logan Paul in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, and like Roman Reigns with Logan Paul. Yeah.
Yeah, you're talking about TV, like F1. I watched on the Disney Plus channel. I went to the National Geographic and I was looking there and I watched this like movie, like documentary style, of how, a few years back, how those soccer kids from Thailand got trapped in the cave. Do you guys remember that?
Oh yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So
I watched. When did that happen?
Oh, I don't know. Something like that. Yeah. It feels way more recent than that. But yeah, I think it was 2018. And it's like behind the. It's like I would really recommend you like watch that to anybody, especially if you like documentary type stuff. I don't like documentaries, but this is like a movie, and basically, it shows real footage of like getting them out because they had like GoPros on them or like actual cameras that they use, like getting the kids out, and when they first like found the kids, that's all on camera. Like it's like super raw and like real footage, and they were the only ones like allowed to use any footage related to that. And it's also behind the scenes of like how they had arguments planning stuff, what to do, because one group of people were like, no, we cannot drill down because the water's just gonna go and like flood the cave. And then another group was like, no, we can't go dig and then swim through because it's gonna collapse the cave, and like all these arguments and stuff. But there's like Navy SEALs that came in, like the Thailand, like the army, and then the biggest like group of people that like were the real heroes. This sounds like a fiction. Like they should definitely like make this like a movie. It sounds like fake, but these group of like, it was originally two guys that are like experts at like underwater diving, and they had like loser life, I guess they're saying, how they had like no friends and all this stuff, and then that's the only thing that they like doing because it's like you're by yourself, you're like calm, all this stuff, and they have nothing really going for them. And then this came up and it's like, yo, this is our time to shine, and they actually like did all that stuff, was like worth it, and they like saved the day. These two guys, they were like the big reason why these kids were out. And then they had guys like, they had a friend that's a doctor in Australia, he came down, and then they had their friends that also knew a little bit about like deep underwater diving. They had those guys come over, but the two main guys were like the biggest the biggest, people to contribute. And they had all these people thanking them, the families. They were down there for a total of like 12 days or more. I think more, like 13.
How did they survive without, like, did they have food and shit?
They had no food.
12 days.
Yeah,
without any food.
All they had was as soon as they like found the kids in the cave, they were all together. Like all like I don't know how many, there's like
Survived 40 days without food.
Yeah. And there's like 10 of them, 10 or more. I think 7 and then like their coach or something, I don't know. And they found them and they're all like, "Oh, hi." And they're like so happy, but they're all like looking at them like, instead of being like, "Yo, let's go." They're just like, looking at them like, "What the heck?" And then they're like, they couldn't speak English, but it translated, and they're just saying like, we're hungry," and I'm like, "No shit, you're hungry," like, and then they're like, we're hungry," and then they're like, "All we've been having is the water from the cave," and then they're like,
"It's like salty water."
Yeah, they're like, "We can't," they're like trying to say, "We can't get you out right now," because they have to hatch a plan they can't just take them out right away. They just wanted to find the kids first, then come out, and then discuss the plan.
Yeah.
And that took days. So they
like,
found the kids and were like, "Bye," and they just left them there for like 2 or 3 more days until their plan finished.
Like they found them after 9 days and then like left them for 2 or 3 days.
Yeah. And then they brought food to them though. They brought food.
Oh, that's
yeah.
They brought food, and they were like, honestly, those kids were like really mentally strong.
Yeah.
They were bringing down food, and they didn't like rip into the food right away. They just like handed out portions, like, okay, only take a little bit of the time. Share this, share that.
I mean,
this goes here, this goes there.
I could never, like, 12 days without food is like, no.
Well, 10,
yeah,
but still.
10, like even 10,
yeah,
like that's a lot.
I can't go one day.
Yeah, that would be brutal. Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah.
I'm becoming Jeffrey Dahmer on like the second day, bro. Like,
My stomach's gonna get like growling.
Well,
I feel
no
like-
shit. Give me like 2 hours without food.
I feel like going that long without food and then like all at once, like if you start like eating, like
That's
I feel like
so
it could definitely like screw you up,
Yeah,
like your
100%.
stomach and all that. But
Yeah, and they didn't rush into it right away. They didn't have to tell them. They just were
Yeah.
like, sharing.
Yeah.
And their coach was like, I think the oldest was like 25, but the kids were like ages from 11 to 16.
Oh.
And they had so many people praising these 2 guys that were like the masterminds behind it. They were both from England. And then the kids were like, "I need a translator. Anyone speak English?" They're like, no. And then the only thing they said in English was, "Where are you from?" They're like, "England, the UK." And they're like, "Oh." And then, they brought like food, all that. And then by the time they got them out, after all this was over, they had the Navy SEALs thanking them. They had the government of Thailand thanking them. They had, they actually got some like medal from the Queen, and they got like Prince Charles was talking to them, and he whispered something into like the guy's ear, and the guy's wife was also in like the movie documentary, and she was like, "What did he say to you?" And he's, I don't know how true this is, but he's like, "Yeah, he just said I have to marry you. He told me to marry you." And they were like girlfriend at the time, girlfriend, boyfriend, and I think they actually went up and got married after that. I don't know why he would say that, but kind of. I bet he just, bro, he probably just lied. He probably just said that as like an excuse. Oh, the prince said it? Yeah, we got him. Dude, yeah.
What's the?
Prince Charles was like, "Man, beer and bitches on me after this, bro." It's like, oh, I gotta marry.
What's the movie called?
I don't remember. It's under Disney Plus. Like, I'll see if I can find them.
It's on Disney Plus or Netflix?
Yeah, it's on Disney Plus.
Okay.
Under the National Geographic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of want to watch it now.
Yeah,
That
it's like
sounds
it
good.
sounds interesting.
Yeah.
It's
sure.
really good.
Interesting.
The Cave Rescue.
I want to see the reaction like when they didn't have food for like 10 days.
Yeah.
It's called
I
The
mean,
Rescue.
The Rescue.
So it looks like this. And also, one thing that's very, very interesting is how the people there, the villagers, all that, they're very like, they're like Buddhist, so they had like monks coming in, praying, but they worship like similar to native people. They worship land and all this stuff. So like they were praying to the mountain gods, and like they had to get the English people to do it because they're really
praying to the mountain god so the kids come out.
Yeah.
Oh.
And basically, it's super cool. This part of the movie where they showed the story. It's like a ancient legend of how there's this it's called like the Water Woman or something. Basically, this princess and then this guy fell in love, and the king, the father of the princess, did not like the boyfriend, So they went to ran away up into these
average Romeo Juliet story, bro.
But they went to run to the mountains, and the king sent people over to kill the boyfriend because he said like why he already said don't be in a relationship. So when they ran away, he got mad. He sent his servants to go kill the boyfriend.
Let me guess, the girl and the guy killed each other?
No, they killed the guy.
Yeah.
And then this seems very cliche. I'm not making this up. Once the guy died, the girl got so sad that when she found that he was dead, she killed herself with a hair clip.
Hair clip? How does that happen?
I said the same thing. And so it's called like they say like, oh, the water woman haunts the mountains and the cave and all this. And they were like,
yeah, the water woman freaking made the guy stick there for like 9 days.
So yeah, like one of the English guys were like,
yeah, the water woman did that because her father was mad.
So when they got out all the kids, the 3 hours later, like as they finished with the last kid, it took 3 hours, and then the cave caved in, and they're like, oh yeah, that's the water lady.
What does the caved in mean?
The water, because it was raining.
Yeah.
All the water came in and like crushed where they were. It was an underground cave, and it was completely like crushed from all the rain and residue that came in. It got crushed, and like, yeah, that's the water lady saying, you got what you want, get out of here.
Bruh.
And like, and okay, this is like that's all like, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? That's all like, you know,
cliche.
Yeah, and but this is like factual. One of the guys that was involved in the operation, when he was done, he checked his phone. Horrible fucking timing, but somebody, his wife, his girlfriend, whatever, his sister, said, you know, your dad died.
Bro, that's
right as he saved the kids, like the same time that he was helping saving the kids, his like dad died.
That's so sad.
And it's like he was celebrating all happy, and it's like,
yeah.
Oh. And then he's in the documentary, he's like, he's like, I'm wondering if I should go home now and like see him, but he's like, there's no point like getting sad over it. He lived a great life. Like, I may as well enjoy what I did.
But like that's
a weird coincidence.
That is so sad. Like,
yeah, it is.
I can't even imagine what that would feel like to like the guy.
He said the emotions just dropped instantly.
Yeah,
and it makes sense. Yeah.
It humbles you so much. It's like, the happiest moment of your life to probably like one of the lowest, like just right after each other. Like
I'm sure it was the lowest point of his life.
Yeah.
That's so sad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's brutal.
So I'd recommend you guys watch it if you're interested.
Yeah.
And very, very good. Yeah, that's we're on the topic of TV, so.
Yeah.
TV. Yeah.
All right. I don't really have anything else unless Holmes got.
Same. I'm like, I don't have any new series to watch. Like, I'm rewatching a lot of series these days. Like, I was rewatching Lucifer.
Ooh, I've never seen it, but I've
Lucifer?
seen some of it.
I've seen clips. It looks pretty good.
Yeah, it is pretty good.
Would you recommend it?
Yeah. Go for it, guys.
Go for it.
I mean, it can get boring at the like 4th season. Yeah, that's the time I stopped watching it too. But like then I started again because like I just can't keep a series like not finished. It's pretty annoying.
You fuck with Cobra Kai?
Yeah, bro.
Cobra Kai never dies.
I love that series. I genuinely love that series. One of my friends in India recommended me to watch it, and then I binged watched it in October, and bro, it was crazy. And I was waiting for it to come out. It came out in December, right? No, wait. It came out in September last year. Yeah. So it's pretty nice. My season 6 is coming soon in September. Mm-hmm. September 9th, right?
Dude, this spring break felt like I like the break, but like it felt like from winter break to spring break was so much shorter. Like a really short. Yeah.
It's
compared to like the beginning of the year to winter break.
Yeah, we booked the NAV tickets on like probably like more than a month.
Like a month and like 3 or 4 days.
It was at 12th. It was on 12th March, and we booked it around
February 6th.
February 6th, yeah. And bro, the month it passed by so fast.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It was pretty.
Yeah, I know. Like I feel like recently, like in March and even like February, like it was pretty quick. Like I felt like I don't know. Like I was talking with my friend, but it's like, damn, like this year has just gone by like
and
quick.
it's not just us. There's so many people. Everyone I've said, like everyone, we're not the only ones. Like so many people have like, yeah, this has gone by so fast. Like, I wonder why. Is it because everyone's so busy lately?
I don't know.
Like,
I like spring break too. Like it's going too fast. Like it's already Friday. We just have a week left now.
Yeah.
For like it to get over, and then school starts again. Same old life.
Yeah, kind of sucks.
You know, I feel like it's because we've been more consistent with what we're doing in life. We have more clear path of what we're trying to pursue. So like it's more of the same schedule of what we're doing. So you know it goes on pretty much faster because you're talking like how this year's like it went so fast because we all know what we were trying to do. We have like our plans and goals set.
And like most people are like working a lot these days.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, so just like touching on Shan's point, like you said, like when you're older, I feel like you just have more like meaningful stuff, I guess you could say. Like you have like I don't know, school, work, obligations, like we have the podcast and stuff like that, and just stuff that like needs to be done. But like when you're a kid, that time is just spent with friends, hanging out, chilling, playing sports, just kind of doing whatever you want. So yeah, like Shan said, like I guess it just goes by quicker when you're not having as many like meaningful and like important, I guess you could say, like just like emotionally important or like to yourself that's like impactful in your week. So it feels very like monotonous. Oh, it's the same thing every week,
Shayan said
same schedule.
Like Shayan said, you exactly know what to do.
Yeah,
like your path is clear in front of you. That I know what to do now.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially when you're like the last 3 years of high school, like 10th, 11th, 12th.
Yeah,
that's pretty much the time, like everything goes by so fast.
Yeah, and I feel like you said, it's just like you have everything kind of laid out. Like I know exactly like how my week's gonna look, and it's basically that same routine like over and over and over and over again. So it's just it's pretty like consistent, I guess, which could be good. Like could be bad because it's the same thing, but it could be good because you just know what you need to do and you can get it done, I guess.
Yeah, like a day in between, you just have like a day where you're chilling with your friends.
Yeah, exactly.
Like in the evening.
Yeah, I think it's important as well to have that balance of just not just working all the time or like I don't know, working a job or like working on schoolwork or just like sometimes it's nice to like catch up with friends or I don't know, just relax and just not have to worry about school or obligations once in a while. So I had a good spring break so far. Like I feel like
me too.
In terms of breaks, like what year was one of the years? I think like it might have been this summer was kind of weird for me because like the summer before I had like probably like my best summer ever, you know what I mean? And then this summer felt like just like slower and like less time with friends and just like more time to myself. But like this spring break, like so far, like every day I've done something like enjoyable or like something for me or like, and so I've been enjoying it so far. Like it's been good.
You know why that is? Because growing up, you realize your own balance and you don't have to live by others. Because, for example, if you compare it to like 3 years ago, like summer or whatever break, you like had to like be like, oh well, mom, dad, where are we gonna go or like what are we gonna do? But now like you have your own balance, you have your own schedule, you know what you're gonna do, you know when you're gonna relax, hang out with your friends. And all in all, when you find that balance, it's more fun and you enjoy it way more than having to like go along with other things that you don't get to choose.
Yeah, that's true.
Cheyenne.
Yeah, no, that's true though, because like honestly, like I feel like you like enjoy it more when you have control over what you do because that's something that you genuinely want to do, and so like when you have that control, I feel like more fun. It's
actually fun. Like you feel like even if it's like something boring. Like even if it's like a lot of like homework and shit, but like it's like and you want to do it. Homework's fun when you want to do it.
Yeah, that's so true. Like if I'm there doing math and I'm like understanding it, like especially like understanding something and like knowing what you have to do, it makes it fun. Like math, I don't really like math, but like when I understand it, it makes sense and I'm getting it. Like it's honestly kind of fun to do. Like I'm getting it. Like I'm doing well, right?
When you know what to do with it, like that's actually nice.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
It's a good feeling.
Yeah, it is.
That you're finally understanding a topic. Like if you're struggling with the topic for a long time and then you start understanding it, you feel good about yourself that now I'm understanding the topic. That's nice.
Exactly. Like you finally make a breakthrough and then you just keep like getting better. So that's for sure. That's like a good feeling and definitely like a good thing to experience. All right. Well, on that note, I think we're gonna wrap it up here. That has been episode 145. Thank you very much for watching. and we'll see you in the next episode. See ya.